Hello everybody, and welcome back to Splinterlands TV with me, Holazor. I am broadcasting to you from Australia Town, where we are, I believe, officially in the first day of summer, and there's been absolutely no clouds in the sky at all, which is slightly ridiculous, and we're going to have temperatures in the mid-30s over the weekend, which is absolutely disgusting, and my body is not yet ready. So good to have you guys with us, as is probably the case with a lot of our streamers here on Splinterlands TV today. You're seeing some unopened chests on the screen. These were champion level chests, and we're gonna jump in and have a look and see what we got. Hey Plato, good to have you in here. Hope you're doing well. Let's go see what the season brought for me. So we've got some merits. Handful of splinter shards, like a reasonable handful. It's 4 fingers worth, 4.228. There's a blood maker, then there's 6 splinter shards, and we've got a legendary of some sort. It's a Jin O'Shaughnessy. I've finally broken the Harklaw curse, getting things that are not Harklaws in my legendary rewards. There's an Ever Hungry Skull, some more splinter shards, a crystal smith, a very nice epic lava launcher. Oh, my favorite, a Pellicore Deceiver, or a Pellicore Deceptive, or Defective. 40 legendary potions is a lot of legendary potions. Some more merits. Double a handful of splinter shards. 8 whole splinter shards. Then more merits. A Seedsmith, more Deceiver, Merdhampier. Merdhampier is such a great card. 5 more splinter shards, some merits, some more merits. These Rammy merits, it's 384, now 5112. This base 8 merits system, as opposed to whatever base merit system the splinter shards is operating on. A Pellicore Mercenary, 45 splinter shards. I won't complain about whatever base mathematics that's running on. A Conjurer, Bloodmaker, a pack. 112 splinter shards, again, something not to be complaining about. Then 9, 7. I was hoping that was going to be 6, but I guess it's a progression of odd numbers. 9, 7, 5, so then this one should be 3 splinter shards? No, it's 8. How disappointing, the pattern is broken. Another Pellicore Mercenary, Merdhampier. 56 legendary potions, that's a lot of legendary potions. It's like 11 packs worth. A Blood Maker. 4 more splinter shards. I think I might have enough for some Gladius cases by the time this is done. Jinchwala, 3.48 splinter shards. Another 256 merits. Base 8 mathematics strikes again. Heatsmith, a bat, and another Heatsmith. 33 splinter shards and 5 splinter shards. So I think that was about 45 chests. I've got an hour until my current focus expires. It is fatalities, so we're going to be definitely playing some Mortal Kombat. But first I want to go see if I've got enough merits to go grab me some Gladius. I do. I can grab 2 Gladius. And then we're going to tear them open and hope that we get some Quoras. And then we're going to do some battling and see how badly we lose. See how far back into Gold League we stumble. I'm going to do the open multiple on the Gladius. I'm going to open them both at the same time. Hopefully we'll get 10 cards to flip. And not 9. Well, we got 9. So we've got a dupe. It's the strong sword. We've got an Alfredo. We got a Crash. We got a helmet. Oh, nice. I'm not going to complain about a Captain Katie. Caterpillar. One of them. And we didn't get a Quora. We didn't get any legendaries. Sadness ensues forevermore. Okay. Off to the battlefield, where we'll see if a single loss will place me into Gold League. That's exactly what a single loss will do for me. Opening up with Back to Basics and Broken Arrows, it feels like I should probably be playing Death Splinter with an Ouster. And then somebody with lots and lots of health. Let's sort by health. Really wish... Oh, wait. I'm going to say I really wish I have a peaceful giant, but that won't help me in this situation because I'm playing in modern. Not the other non-modern. I think Cursed Windiku is probably going to be the best choice for health to mana. Maybe actually let's go Pelacor Deceiver because they're cheaper still. Then the rest of our team's just going to get loaded up with magic damage. The cheaper, the better. Then we hope that they don't bring -1 magic with any of their summoners. 4 mana, 5 health. We've got 1 mana left over, so we may as well put a Shadowy Presence in as a security blanket for the team. Okay, so what's annoying here? The enemy summoner is very annoying, but I think my magic reflection ability is going to serve us reasonably well. I mean, they're amplifying absolutely nothing. Yes, we're going to stay in Diamond for at least one battle. We couldn't focus on the focus in that battle. Say that 14 times quickly. But that gives me a tiny little buffer, 26 rating points to bring in. Oh wow, that was a very quick battle find. Fog of War, Holy Protection, 60 mana, Fire and Dragon. I think it's going to be kitty time. And we're going to need to use Blast Shields galore. We might even use a Taunt. In fact, I think I'm going to use a Taunt. But I've got to be very careful of Giant Killer, because all these creatures that have taunts are going to be very vulnerable to Giant Killer. Oh, why won't it let me select a taunt at last? Yeah, everybody here is vulnerable to taunt. Monsters lose a sneak and snipe ability, so if we throw the lurker in the back, then we drop a double triage. Adding that blind, it will make the lurker hopefully be slightly less trash. Now, I want to bring along some sort of giant killing machine. I said I needed a blast shield, so what better than Renee Skyclaw to go there? Then we'll throw the Jin Ursura. That second position to keep everyone else alive. And hope that they don't bring Scattershot. Well, the good news is they didn't bring Scattershot. Double checking. Yes, they didn't bring Scattershot. Excellent news. My little dragon here might be in some trouble though. Oh no, he's gonna get absolutely slaughtered. Or is he? I think he might be okay. Oh, they did have Scattershot. I just noticed the Chaos Dragon. I'm a slow learner today. Oh, that delicious, delicious giant killer. There's a reason why I call this Desert Dragon instead of Desert Dragon, as its name actually is. The trample sort of got ruined by the fact that Divine Shield was part of the rule set here, but I don't know. I enjoyed playing that team. Felt really nice. That's a 100% win rate so far this season. I've only played 2 games, but it's a 100% win rate. Got to look at the facts. And hey Max, welcome to the stream. Good to have you back with us again. And I believe I've got another silver brawl to play through next time as well. because someone else in the guild filled the diamond and gold phrase that I normally enter. So I think I'm either silver or maybe even bronze for my next guild brawl fray. If any of my guild members are watching this, please leave those silver or gold ones or diamond ones for me. I don't have gold foil cards that can compete at the higher tiers. I know I just used a gold foil diamond dragon, but that's like the only one I've got. Finally, when bronze? Soon. Sooner than I might think. But I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to do in the Christmas break. Or the end of year festivities if you don't celebrate Christmas, because I'll be going away for about a week. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my account. I'm not too keen on just throwing it to the bots. Our guild is in tier 3. We're halfway to tier 4. So we've got lots of frays available to us, but we also have lots of active members. Okay, new battle has surfaced. We have reverse speed and odd ones out. I would really like to play Life Splinter here, but I'm gonna lean towards Death Splinter because I think they've got the best slow people. Though green probably has some nice slow people as well. Yeah, that Goblin Tower might be really good. That Spirit Hoarder with the blind would also be really good. Isilic Slipspawn might also be really good, but then I'll struggle for healing or triage, I think. Makes me want to lean towards Death Splinter for this. Although they have good tank heals. Tortazan Chief. Tortazan Chief plus Death Splinter might work better. So let's go with Mimosa. Now, we have all of the best choices. I really hope my opponent doesn't use a bunch of Magic Reflect. I'm really hoping that they go with something along the lines of Fire Splinter, because I am being very magic heavy right now. And who's going to be our tank? Maybe Legionnaire Alvar. There's a giant killer and the mana seems to fit quite nicely. Let's give this a go. Well, the giant killer's not really gonna be useful. Nope. It might be useful in the enemy Cthulhu, but that sandworm is gonna absolutely spoil my day. I don't think this is gonna be a win. Because my guys have attacked rather out of order here. But I do have a resurrection. Oh, it's a shame that that hit. It's always going to hit because it's snare, but you know, I lived in hope for the briefest of moments. Now, this one's going to be very problematic because we're not going to be able to do as much damage as we'd like, and then the rest of the damage that we've got is going to be severely reduced, while Sandworm is going to just continue absolutely destroying my backline. That cripple, so bad. I don't think Jin Murray can single-handedly, or can he single-handedly defeat with that magic reflect? Oh, drat. Yeah, it's all over now. That's really unfortunate. I had Jin Murray guarding the Ancient Lich. Could have stood a slightly better chance. At least I'm still in Diamond. At least I haven't fallen back to Gold League immediately. Alright, I think my opponent's going to be playing a little summoner called Lux Vega here. Unfortunately, Green Splinter is not available, so I can't go Llama Mercenary. It means I have to actually use my brain. Alright then. Maybe we're going to go with... Demon Shark in Blue Splinter. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, you heard the magical words, Max, of I can't do llama plus creature, so you've sent me a challenge. I like it. What am I going to do? I need that demon shark. That's going to be a very expensive demon shark. Maybe I need a cruel cephalopod instead. Let's throw in a... I'd like to use a grenadier, but I don't think that's wise. 2/2. Who can do some carnage? Grenadier. Torrent Fiend can maybe do stuff. Well, I'm very glad that I have Grenadier present, because that snare is going to pay for itself. And that's a beautiful... Oh, that knockout. That knockout plus the oppression. That was so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. 12 damage. Absolutely destroyed my opponent. That was amazing. Alright. Let's get this challenge underway. Just gonna tick that off as complete. And let's go see what we're going to be up against with Max. And once we see what it is, we will of course deviate to the RIP screen. Okay, we've got evens, 40 mana cap, can't play water, can't play death. Okay, time for me to have a think and try to mask my intentions by making sure that my monitor doesn't set an enormous color cast across the screen when I pick the splinter that I'm going to play. So, what am I going to do? Well, I've got to go in the tradition. The typical tradition of traditions. It was a request. It's an actual tradition at this point. But if I keep doing it, perhaps I'll need an extradition to get rid of me. Throw that in there. That there. And what's the thing called? That's the thing. That's the name of the stuff. Alright. Team is submitted. Team is entered. Let's see what we're going to be up against. And I'll flick back over once the teams are revealed, which should be any second now, unless Max is happy taking 400 years to submit their team, or they're currently renting cards to try and compete. I'll be very amused if it's a mirror match. I don't think it will be though. I left 3 mana on the table for this one. Oh, good. Good. It's Ilthian. I'm going to get absolutely shredded. That Pellicle Mercenary, I am very afraid. In fact, look at all of this silence that you brought along. 2 silences, and you've fundamentally crippled the entirety of my team. And, well, that was good. That was very good. At least that shield bearer is not coming back to life anytime soon. I really wish that shield bearer had return fire. They don't. I think Kron might be able to win this game thanks to the help of one unnamed acid shooter. They were unnamed until I realized what they were called. Okay, now, oh, it's still so much damage removed from me, even with that last stand. Ah, the silence got cleansed. I didn't know you could cleanse silence. Okay, well, today I learned. Well, thank you for the self-esteem boost. It's very appreciated. I have 46 minutes to try and get as many chests as possible for this first focus of the new season. So hoping that I get some interesting stuff. We'll see whether or not that's the case. But right now, I just want to try and get as many games played as possible to try and sit into Diamond 2 for as long as possible. The other thing that I wanted to do was just have a quick look at the release notes, but I won't have time to do that now. I'll submit this team, and then if the battle doesn't start immediately, I'll do it then. Another person who enjoys the Lux Vega. So they're leaving themselves open to sneak. Looks like maybe they are. Alright, we're going to go heavy sneak with a speedy death team. Maybe a speedy blue team. Let's go a speedy blue team. We want the... Oh, it's just easier to find them this way. Where are you, Deep Lurker? There you are. And where are you, Mr. Sandworm? There you are. And there's Juno Sharnus. So hopefully we can force some missings. Now, do we have reflection shields? Not at that manner amount. But there we have a reflection shield. Now we want a... Why am I searching for a demon shark? I should be doing that to find my demon shark. Juno Sharnus in second. 8 mana left. Kind of tempted to use a healer, but I think Helendale's going to be the best choice here. Actually, we'll throw Watercaller in at the back. Try and protect that Sandworm a little bit. And see what we get happening. Keep noticing my camera cropping isn't perfect. So keep moving that around. Alright, so we submitted the team. Now I can go read the release notes. So it looks like the non-card market is finally in, which is great. We have corrected an issue with calculation for card level reductions was using monster level as capped by the current summoner instead of this actual card level of monster card. Instead of this actual card level of monster card. I don't think that impacts me personally because I've got all my max level cards. So how does that work? This would lead to low level summoners having an overly large negative. Ah, right. So it's the if the card is maxed, it's good. If the card is limited by the summoner but it's maxed, it was getting a an issue with that. Game mechanics update. This one's been really good. I've already noticed the changes to that when I was playing a few games last night. I really like how Trample now works and how Affliction and Scavenger and so on all works. Message handling, Bloodstones and Power Stones are now purchasable with DC. Spyglasses are useless still, I think. Small change was made to always round down after the third decimal place on some balance values. Yes, that's a bug that I've run into in the past. And the brawl's fray compositions have been adjusted. So some pretty good changes. We'll check out that in-game market shortly. I did notice the other day that had finally come through and had been activated. Okay. Why would you miss? Come on, buddy. Oh, now you're dead. Get back. And now you're dead again. Yeah, this speed is ridiculous. Combined with that dodge, I thought I was going to have a chance. That's why I played that extra speed, but I guess I'm just going to have to spam llama all the time. Not llama, kitty all the time. So go to the market. We'll jump into the other items view. Now I've actually put my, at least I thought I did. Yeah, I put my duplicate watcher title up for sale. Now, how do I remove it from sale? Is a very good question. Okay, owned. So I guess I remove it from sale via that. Okay. So the interface here is probably a little bit clumsy. Okay, so neither of them are for sale now, so duplicate watcher title. We'll list that one for, I don't know. We'll undercut the lowest because I don't know why I would need two titles. I wonder if there's been any volume at all on that. The title is a huge understatement. Yeah. Let's zoom in. So I like how it says estimated value 500, but for sale, the lowest one was 143, so I just threw mine up at 120. It's just a title, but this is really nice because it saves so much time going into something like a third-party tool like Splinter Cards or Splex or anything else in order to see the price for other edition items. It's also a great way for me to see my inventory of stuff. So no alpha packs for me, no beta packs for me, no untamed packs for me. I've got a few Chaos Legion packs. No orbs for me, but only 13 of them on the market, which is a small amount really. Same thing with the Rift Watchers packs. They're selling basically SPS value minus the voucher cost, but there's only 107 of them up there. So someone's making a profit if they've got enough vouchers and they're selling them at that rate potentially, because if you get the bulk purchase discount. The dice, of course, are ridiculously expensive. Nightmare packs don't seem too bad. Plots really haven't moved. Tracks, I don't know when the last time is that a track sold. I'm going to say the same thing about a land region. I don't know when the last time one of those sold. And then we've got all these other forgotten items, the totems, which were airdropped a very long time ago now. So I've got a fair few totems. I never got a legendary one. Then of course we've got all the titles. So I've got the Explorer, I've got the Legionnaire, I've got the Watcher, and I do not have the Splinterfest titles because I did not go to Splinterfest. So the totems are objects that will be able to be placed on land claims, and they will basically modify that land in some way. There hasn't been much explanation about the underlying game mechanics, but they'll modify the land in some way to make it better. Possibly worse, who knows? Could be some interesting mechanics if it makes it worse. So the functions of these totems hasn't really been detailed in depth, but they're there. They were given out as rewards for participating in the DEC Ethereum liquidity pool on Uniswap a really long time ago now. So these totems, I think, have been around since just before or just after the land sale. I can't remember the exact timing on the dates for those, but yeah, they've been there for a little bit. Let's have a look at these nightmare packs. So you could grab 10 of them, 12 of them. Yeah, that's actually a pretty seamless experience. Be nice if it told you what the average purchase price was when you were incrementing things, or you could say, hey, I want to spend this much DEC, and then it would do that. So I could pick up 48 of them if I wanted to, 116. I could just do that maths and divide that by that, but my brain doesn't really work that well. I've got my 575 that I've got currently. Chaos Legion packs. $1.77 feels so cheap. How does the totem purchasing work? And I wonder what the depth on them is like. Okay, so there's one totem before the price jumps. And then the price starts to jump very highly, especially on those rares. What about the common totems? Yeah, they don't. Wow, reseller has 70 totems for sale. It's crazy. Who's looking at getting rid of Attract? A few people, though they're all very closely grouped in terms of what they want for it. What about the land plots? Similar names showing up here. Again, that's pretty tightly grouped. Who's selling the region? Blockchain FF. Considering a region is 10 times the size of a land, I think that's probably ambitious. And then who has the shame that they attended Splinterlands? Cryptomance ended up with 2 titles. Now I'm just making it up that they're ashamed that they went to Splinterfest. I mean, why else would you want to get rid of it? What about the High Roller title? I think that's just a flex, having them up on the market for sale. But yeah, that's the at long last, I've been waiting for this thing to happen, this in-game market, since before Untamed sold out. I had a whole bunch of Untamed packs that I was holding, waiting for it to sell out, but I never ended up selling. I ended up either opening them or trading them with people for DEC. So yeah, I don't know. I think I might eventually load up on more Chaos Legion packs, because I'm starting to think about how many summoners I'm going to need for my land. As you can see, I've got 1 land tract and 17 plots. But if I jump on over to my alt on Peak Monsters, I'm fairly sure we're going to need 1 summoner for each land plot. And if I look at my summon account here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not counting these because they're not sort of anywhere near max. 7. Now, I think I've got a fair few Drake of Anorax. No. So don't bother counting them either. Ah, right. It's Cretch. So 8, 9, 10. We'll probably max a quid, so that's 11. Pretty close on some of these Rift Watchers cards, I think. About halfway. Still need some more Fern Hearts to get that gold Fern Heart, but I don't really use it all that much. So yeah, I've probably got about 15 higher level other summoners that I'll be able to use for land, which leaves me with a requirement for 101 more summoners. Sounds like I'm in a Disney film about Dalmatians, which is why I'm sort of holding all these Chaos Legion packs, waiting for all the airdrops to sort themselves out. And once we get there, those packs of mine will hopefully contain some of these summoners. But then there's the other element of needing to hoard potions to be able to do that massive pack opening. So yeah. And then, sorry, Dara, I'm so late in addressing this one from the chat. Do I think that stuff is missing from here? I think SPT could be in here, but I think otherwise the possible inventory of a Splinterlands player is represented quite well there. So you can't sell the spell book. We've got the titles. Credits, well, no. DEC. You could maybe have DEC in there, but what are you going to do? Buy DEC with credits through there? I think that puts the team in some sort of, are they an exchange or whatever? The validator license, I understand why that's not in there. Potions would be cool if they could be traded. Be interesting to see what they would land at. Vouchers were also missing from there. So yeah, vouchers definitely could be added. It'd be a little bit difficult to do the conversion from DC to vouchers, I think, maybe. But everything that's listed on Hive Engine, I think, is present there. They could throw in other things, maybe, but I don't know what they would be. Vouchers is really the only thing that I can think of. Yeah, probably vouchers. And then what will inevitably happen with this is there will likely be new resources that come out of all of the land that will be obtainable through toiling on the land or something like that. Yeah, skins would also be another one that I didn't think of. I mean, what we need is more skins. And I think there's a simple solution to that. We have the Splinterlands art contest, which happens every week. The winners of that contest would have a new condition of entry, where if they are declared the winner, their winning artwork gets converted to a skin, goes into the in-game market for DEC. It's a sharing agreement between the team and the artist. That way the artist gets paid, albeit in DEC, and the team makes some money out of turning it onto thing. And yeah, I know I played a lot of League of Legends, Darrow. A awful lot of League of Legends. And I had I think it was a beta account, because I had like some fancy Teemo skin and some fancy other skins and whatnot that were no longer available, and I had people contacting me when I was playing the game saying, hey, I want to buy your account. And I was like, I don't think this is proper. Eventually I did end up offloading that League of Legends account, and then during the beginning days of COVID, I started playing League of Legends again, and I started a new account and bought a whole bunch of skins for my favorite characters, as well as like the battle passes that they had and whatnot. But I spent probably 300 or 400 hours playing League of Legends in 2021, or was it 2022? No, it was probably 2020. That was probably when I was playing so much League of Legends. Ridiculous amount of League of Legends. I am not proud of that. But I had a lot of fun along the way. I didn't break any keyboards or mice, which is a big positive when you're playing League of Legends. In the past, I broke keyboards and mice playing League of Legends. Not by throwing them at the wall, just by wearing them out through regular play. You may notice that I've gone Llama Mage here because I want to use Mercenary and I also want to use Cornelius, but I'm not sure how that's going to end for me. So I'm throwing a whole bunch of other stuff into the team in the hopes that Cornelius may live. And it looks like Cornelius is probably not going to live for very long. That snare is going to be very, very problematic. Why Cornelius? Yeah, that's not a victory lap there. You used to break motherboards playing WoW. Tell me, how did you break a motherboard? Did you like physically remove it from the case and snap it over your knee? Or was it just by playing so much that you wore out components on the motherboard? Because I'd much prefer the vision of someone raging so hard at their game that they rip the motherboard out of their computer case and snap it over their knee with components still on it. that would be way funnier and way better. All right. We've got Return Fire here. Played so much that he killed 4 motherboards. I used to play Guild Wars back in the day. That was my MMO, Guild Wars. I had a lot of fun with that, but I've never actually broken a motherboard. I've broken a CPU. Well, to be more technical, I broke the cache or cache, depending on where you are in the world, or the cache of my original Pentium 200 megahertz, which is my first CPU. I burnt out the cache on that chip, and the only way that chip would work after that moment was to disable the cache in the BIOS, which you could surprisingly do back then. Except it ran so slow without cache. It was terrible. It was awful. But yeah, burning through a motherboard is super unusual. And you've not had to replace a motherboard since you quit WoW, right? I better put my team together here. I think I might go down the path of Lux. And let's go with, I'm just going to do the opportunity spam because that's my rule set. I'm going to use Kelpinicia as my tank because I'm getting careless and it's time to go to gold. I should be able to hit things, but the annoying thing is going to be their poison. I guess the positive thing here is my fire is going to be focused. There's the poison. Triage is nice, but this is going to be awful because Deep Lurker is going to have to poison people to kill them, and now Deep Lurker is poisoned. Yay. Alright, at least I'm still in Diamond League, but that is a 3-game losing streak. I better pay some more attention to what I'm actually doing. I've never broken a motherboard playing Splinterlands either, so therefore Splinterlands is better than WoW, right? I don't think it's as addictive. Like, they really got the gameplay loop nailed down in WoW. I've got friends that have put so many hours into it. Okay, now we have a Stampede, and I think I'm gonna go with Wraith or Lux. Wraith, because we can be obnoxious too. Let's throw in Renova, right wing for a resurrection, and then I need some reflecting of the magics. Let's go Almo. I'm going to risk Cornelius because I'm a sadistic person. Because Cornelius clearly worked so well on the last one. Blast. Yeah, let's throw in a blast. And I'm trying to avoid anything that has actual range in here. I'll go with Crystal Smith. So we've got a double resurrect. We hope Almo lives. It's Wraith v Wraith. I'm really glad they didn't bring us Silence along. That Dispel was pretty nice. Okay. This is going to be very painful, but Cornelius is holding up quite well. Sort of. Really afraid of that sandworm. Okay, first blood. I should be really afraid of that sandworm, jeez. But I think I'm going to be okay, because I do have that resurrection up my sleeve. In fact, I've got 2 resurrections up my sleeve. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really hope the Soulbound stuff goes to a community vote, because I'm fairly sure what we're going to see the outcome of that to be. I mean, sure, you can burn those cards for DC if they're Soulbound, but is anyone ever going to do that? Probably not. I like the play on words you had there, Dara, about saying it will burn people out. Because that's the only way you're going to get those cards out of the game, is to burn them for DC and get them out. Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of it, because for such a long period of time, the whole premise behind Splinterlands was, if you don't like it, you can leave, get rid of all of your stuff, and walk away. But I guess you still can by burning those cards. But yeah, I don't know. It's contentious. If it went to a proposal vote, I would vote no. It could potentially solve some of the bot problems where you have to earn your cards instead of going and just renting them and whatever, and will encourage people to upgrade their decks. But yeah, I'd vote no to that proposal. But I'm glad that there is no proposal fatigue at the moment, and it's good to see that we're still getting all these developments pushed out, even though the team has downsized. So back to the battles here. We've got equal opportunity and up close and personal. Opponents played a Fernheart. Fancy. I think I'm going to go with Dallin here, when in actual fact Tarsa is probably the better choice, because we can go with a fire and throw in an exploding rats, because it'll be an equal opportunistic exploding rats. And who else can go quick? Actually, maybe some of these enrage guys. Yes, I'm using a Gargoyle Lion, unironically. I'm using them as a serious contender. And Miners is a definite, and we'll throw in the Scorch Fiend. I'm probably going to get wrecked by Sneak. Look at all that Sneak. Why did I forget about Jared's Scar? What a beautiful True Strike. You've done everything we could have hoped for. Oh, and you survived. Couldn't survive that hit. But he may have done enough. The exploding rats. Oh no, a miss. Oh no, another. Oh really? Are you serious? Jared Scar's gonna run away with this. Please don't run away with this, Mr. Jared Scar. Well, we're gonna need to do some serious actually hitting here. Ouch. Yeah, this is over. Why didn't I bring Jared Scar with me? Oh god. Absolutely wrecked. But hey, at least I'm still in diamond. We need to ask the whole question of when gold. Yeah, that's the other element as well. It's kind of like you're going to reward people who play the game and stay in the game when those soulbound cards are out of print. It's going to be an advantage that people are never going to be able to overcome, particularly in Wild League, for instance. It would be interesting if they released some reward cards that were soulbound that could only be used on land. I think that would be an interesting proposition, because then it might encourage people to go and obtain land, or burn those cards away if they don't want to be involved in land, and then it gives a new avenue for DEC to come into the system, perhaps. That could be an interesting mechanic. I'd be in support of that. Soulbound cards that can only be used on land. That would be an interesting thing, because it might get people into like being like, no, I want to do land. Okay, we have equal opportunity and a Stampede. Good old Stampede yet again. I think it's time for the delicious dessert dragon once more. Of course, everything that I'm saying here is wild speculation, and that is quite fun to do, because I have no idea what's coming in the future. But look at this. I'm liking this. I don't have many gold cards, but when I do, I like to play them together. It's too bad I can't throw my shield bearer in here as well. Look at all that gold. I'm so proud of my little golden boys and girls. I think I'm just picking this team on account of the fact that, hey, look at this, it's all gold. So I should probably start to more seriously consider what I'm going to put in there. So Chaos Agent is going to be the bait for the opportunity. Hopefully they'll miss. Then can we throw in a blind of some sort? We could, but that would be very expensive. Blinding Deflector might be a good choice. And then finally, 1 mana, well, Lens Master is now going to attract the opportunity. Not sure I've made... Oh, really? Again with the... Why did I forget about this Jared Scar character? I have one, but I've been a fool and forgotten all about it. Now I'm going to pay the price. Because True Strike doesn't matter. He's just going to absolutely destroy. I'm also really sad that Retaliate Trample didn't go all the way through the enemy ranks. Oh, and then of course we miss. What about now? Good. Dang it. 2 speed on 2 speed and we miss. This is all over. Oh. Now we're dead. Oh, nice. Oh god, that retaliate was so good. Too bad about the armor that came back. It was almost a clutch. That's so many losses now. 2 losses in a row. And hey, yeah. Alright. We got close range and magic is pointless. Well, magic is pointless unless you play Void, which is what I might do. Maybe we're going to go with Quadus. This could be ill-informed. We're going to look at speedy people. Do you know Sharnus is a speedy people? They also have Void. Who else has Return Fire? Serpent of Eld. Oh, that's a very pricey team. Leaves me no room for a Amplify. Is there anybody else that has Return Fire that is somewhat cheaper? Onyx Sentinel, hey? That allows me to put an Amplify in. And sure. You can protect the backline, you can do some stuff. This is a very risky team. I don't know why I bothered putting Onyx Sentinel in because they're so slow. It's not going to work out very well. But, we'll see. Glad to see that my opponent was pretty indecisive about what they were going to do here. Very indecisive about what they were going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to jump onto Monster Market and go have a look at some reward cards. Because of course, the first day of the season, or close to, is always a good time to go shopping. And I might be interested in some gold cards. I don't know which ones. Maybe a Conjurer, because that is a very, very useful card. How many are required? 38 of them. That's a lot of them. And they seem to be going for like 38 cents. So be about to here. No, that's 26. $38 BCX. You see, I get to this point and I'm like, do I want a gold foil Conjurer? Or do I want 7 tower defense packs? It's like, it's such a indecisive brain thing. I don't know what I want. Oh no. Nerd Hampier. Why didn't I think of that? Poor little buddy's gonna get absolutely wrecked. Everyone's gonna get absolutely wrecked by that Nerd Hampier. And those triages, 3 of them, keeping him alive. Ugh. That's a very good team that my opponent put together. I should take note of that. That was brilliant. I could have destroyed them with a Grenadier though. Grenadier would have slowly taken out that triage. Why do I think of these things after they happen? Unprotected. Keep your distance. Who can keep their distance? I think it's my turn to use Cripple. So I'm going to use it with some Life Leech. All of the Life Leech. And then Carbalist is a nice card. Ammo. Let's try and go quick. We've got so much mana left over. Carlos can go there. Which is the guy with the redemption, that guy. Ancient Lich there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Let's see. I'm in that mode now where it's kind of like, I don't care what happens. I'm probably going to lose anyway. We'll see if that is indeed the case. Come on, find a team. While I wait, I'm going to reconsider that Conjurer. Maybe look at other stuff. Because I can't get over how cheap Renova is. That was one that I added to my collection last season. Now we're steadily getting into much more expensive territory. Although then it's kind of like, oh hey, there's legendaries here already. So I've got a max Bilka. Harklaw seems like pretty good value. Actually, Jared Scar looks like even better value, because I think they're probably one of the best reward legendaries of recent times. But I was talking earlier about needing summoners, wasn't I? So, well, reward summoners, they're few and far between. Untamed Dice, Chaos Legion, Rift Watchers. That's probably the end of my filtering there. What about regular foils? Wow, summoners under $1. Well, General Sloan under $1. These dice summoners have come down a fair bit as well, Vera and Quid. I guess they'll be falling out of rotation in a matter of months for modern at least. Oh, this is going to be a bag full of fun. By bag full of fun, I mean I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered by the fact that I'm not going to be able to hit anything. Be nice if Cripple applied to the reflections, but I think that would make the character pretty OP. I enjoyed the double redemption. That was pretty fun. But now everyone's dead, and my team is gonna lose so badly. At least I only lost 3 ELO points there. Common trend, but that's 4 losses, no, 5 losses potentially in a row. Okay, it's time to bring out Wraith. Where is the Shield Bearer? Mana cost. So, Shield Bearer will reflect everything. We will have a Cleansing Blast Shield. We will have a heal, and now we're almost out of mana. I feel like we need a Life Leech that's going to gather stuff. I don't believe there's a cripple we can play, but a Shatter will be very useful. Speed ourselves up. And how's this going to go? Oh, Scatter Shot. Disgusting. And poison on that Scatter Shot too. And of course it goes for the best spot it could have possibly hit. First go. And then the other one goes for the second best spot. This is beautiful work by the RNG gods. Blast plus Life Leech is so annoying. Okay. Get yourself that double kill, Stitch Leech. Good job. Now Scattershot, bother me no more. Good little return fire. Remove that armor. Bangity bang and bang. I thought I was going to lose that game. But no, Grandmaster Wraith did something good. Let's see if we can squeeze one more win in to get 4 chests open in a minute. Doubt it. Opponents have been taking a really long time to put their teams together. But do our very best to get into it as quickly as possible. I don't think I'm going to get a chance at another chest here, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Come on, do your thingy-ma-do. Ah, this is rigged. So rigged. Alright, 24 mana. Divine Shield. Thorns. I think it's going to be green splinter with a fern heart. So there we're reflecting 2 things. Then my Celia's going to do stuff. I didn't think much further ahead than that. Acid Shooter, Princess, opportunities. Try and stick to the theme of the thing. Now I have 6 mana left, so I don't know. Goblins, Psychic, that might be too much healing. Let's go with Beatrix as our rear line. Similar teams. Grenadier, thanks. I hate it. Are we going to be able to hit them with our opportunity? Yes. But Divine Shield threw a spanner into that mix. Beautiful. We got them, but they got us. But not before they did their necessary deeds. Wow, I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Okay, let's skip that one and grab our 3 little tiny champion chests. See what we get for a mid-stream treat. Is it going to be absolutely delicious? Or is it going to be junk? Junk? I look at the Deceiver and I see the junkiness in his face, but I can't call him junk. And then 14 Splinter Shards. So, And now I've got anti-melee. What does that mean? Thorns and retaliate. Okay, it's time to spam Dragon and Demon Shark. And who else has thorns that I enjoy? Lurker? I don't enjoy Lurker though. Oh, I'm going to feel so dirty doing this. But the things I do for daily focus. A lot of loss. That's what I do. Oh, and then the perfect rule set for this. Melee Mayhem. It's probably a little bit pricey to play Kitty here, so instead we'll go with Quicks. I'm going to go with Death because I just remembered that Cursed Windaku is great. Arachne Thug is great. Do we have any Demoralize we can bring along that's cheap? No, that is not cheap Demoralize. Okay, what about the lines? Yep. Very good. 0, 1, go. Didn't even play any dragons. Yikes. I'm not going to hit anything. And again, Jared Scar. Why do I keep forgetting about Jared Scar? Yeah, that's a loss. All right. Remind me to play Jared Scar when Life Splinter is available. Dragon and water. So I guess we play dragon plus water. And we will go with quicks again. There's our delicious Murdhampier. There they are. Who has thorns other than the lurker? Lobstradamus. No. Although it is target practice. So that's the wrong one. Maybe Cornelius. Now we need Amplify. Fanatical. I'm feeling better about River Nymph. Okay, tank time. I don't have a lot of mana left for attack. So let's try and manufacture one with the Cruel Cethropod. This is probably a pretty bad team. Especially when I'm not doing anything with close range. But I do like the fact that they're somewhat similar. Will I get the jump with speed? I'm seeing one really big aggressive flaw in my strategy here. My back line was completely unprotected, so my healer is already dead. And they just didn't bother playing anything that had a sniping ability. So Cornelius, Godspeed. With your lack of Amplify and your now Poison Death, man, I'm going back to Gold League. This sucks. Why am I so bad at this game? Tell me. Why am I so terrible? I need answers. I need them. I don't see any answers. Why won't you tell me? Back to basics. Yeah, I think Lux might work here, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe Ulster's gonna work. Nah, let's go with Lux. Actually, can we just go Jotun? Let's roll the Jotun. It's time to blast our opponents to smithereens. Go with the cheapest, most aggressive, healthiest, but cheap cards. I like that card an awful lot. Gin Apprentice feels nice. Leaves me with 2. So I want Gin Apprentice to be the surprise at the end of the road. Imagine if Jotun had close range. And that'd be terrifying. Be absolutely horrific if he did. I'm still waiting for answers as to why I'm so bad at this game. I demand the feedback. I can't get better without the feedback. Is it because I just don't play Jared Scar every single game? Waiting for Alright. Well, I've got to deal with that Lux. That armor. At least that armor's gonna slowly disappear, but I'm getting destroyed by the fact that my team is way slower. Oh boy, more bad decisions. But Jin Apprentice has done well. It's just that Dampier Stalker has done orders of magnitude better. And bang, we dead. That's upsetting. And I think I'm one loss away from falling out of Diamond League now. Because I certainly think that that's a very distinct possibility. You may be witnessing a rage quit. And by rage quit, I mean, who wants to rent my cards off of me? Please form an orderly line. Explosive weaponry. 22 mana. What is going to happen here? I just want to do what I want to do. And whether that works or it doesn't. Like on paper, I feel like Life Leech and Cripple in explosive weaponry is going to be great. But in actuality, it's probably going to be terrible. Because all it takes is a single opportunity for it to all come crashing down. I don't know, let's see what happens. Throw all my creatures in. Oh god. All the magic reflect and the blast shield. Strategically placed. Although that sneak was pretty neat, but unfortunately, we gained no health. An ancient lich, what a great resurrection of a fiend. Serves literally no purpose. Oh man, and they've got an amplify. That's a skip to results if I've ever seen one. And guess what? Back to gold with 1 point to diamond. Oh, what a start. What a start to the season. Absolutely terrible. And then I'm tempted again by that same rule set. Same bloody rule set. But this time I'm going to go with Kitty. And life. And where's our lychee people? Bang and bang. What's this going to need in terms of a tank if it is all about the stunnings? Let's bring in Void Dragon as our front line. And oh god, everyone's losing abilities now because I'm back to gold. So very painful and terrible. Maybe Renova? She certainly doesn't fit. I have 5 mana, so let's examine everyone who costs less than. Well, I think Naga Assassin might have a go. And we'll throw in some opportunistic snare. And then we hope that Bill of the Radiant can just beast mode us back into diamond. And if not Billa, then Stitch Leech. And if not either of them, then someone who can rent my cards from me. Not a lot of interest in that, I don't think. It's a pretty good modern set. It's got full Untamed, full Chaos Legion, full Rift Watchers. It's missing a fair few dice cards, but it's almost got every single modern reward card as well. It's a pretty good set. Okay. That's an interestingly placed blast shield. That's 2 interestingly placed blast shields. Why hasn't my people dodged anything yet? This is garbage. They're meant to be dodgy people. Ugh. I am disgusted by my lack of ability. Oh, and I just lost another 26 rating points. This is becoming incredibly painful. Oh, now here's a game for Murdham. Here is a game for Murdham. Bang. Now, every single triage that exists, which is now only 2 because of this league. Great, wonderful, perfect, amazing. Who else can benefit from not having a lot of health, but then suddenly having a lot of health? Torrent Fiend. Tankus the first. And you, and now we've got 5 mana, so maybe we just go ahead and use Dr. Blight. Yeah. Angelic Mandarin can go there. Spirit Water can go there. Albatross behind there. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's done now. Now the question is going to be, can we actually hit this thing? I put my healer in a bad spot. I put them in such a bad spot. They're getting wrecked. Go forth and be triaged, healer. Okay. Well, this has been less than ideal. Good job dodging, Mr. Murdham here. Oh, beautiful. We got the poison. Okay. Now we just need to poison and afflict that Dr. Blight. Why does my poison never proc? There it is. But close range is still a problem, and I'm going to probably end up getting stun locked. So we need to hit with poison basically immediately. Why are you just constantly stunning? Come on, man. The one time it didn't stun, I didn't poison. That's rubbish RNG. Absolute rubbish. Alright. How many losses in a row is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 losses in a row. I think when silver is becoming an actual reality here. Mark my words. I have half an hour to achieve it. These people are too good for me now. Reverse speed, stampede. Okay. Slow people who can do tramplings. My initial thought was Desert Dragon, but that's not going to work because it's unavailable. My next thoughts go down the line of Tarsa with Forgotten One, because I have a nice Retaliate. Who else is slow? You know who's slow. They are the slowest. And they have Bloodlust. Wow, this team looks very different. Blind this guy. 4 mana for a tank. I'm losing my voice. Crystal Jaguar, you can have a go. No, actually, no, you can't. You stay home. We're just going to go with that. Crystal Smith and hope for the best. Hopefully this brings my voice back. Water is generally good at doing that. Okay, do your stuff. Do your things. I really wish I had Giant Killer. Really wish I brought a Shatter along too. Oh, that hurts so much. Lucky miss. Not gonna last though. That's all over. Another loss. Send him to champ. Get out of gold. Leave. Watch as I slowly lose my mind. Observe. This is the path to madness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the 8th loss in a row. Alright, what's next? A Little League Noxious Fumes. We need some immunity or we need some... but only 4 mana people. And 4 mana people don't really have immunity. So... Talon... There's 2 immunity. There's a scavenge. There's another scavenge. Operation try to outlive opponent. There's something that's not going to help me outlive my opponent. And then we're going to use the Riftwing as our little bait. And now we have a challenge. And why is my opponent doing the same thing as me? Well, almost the same thing as me. Oh, that Thorns. And the Headwinds is brutal as well. Lack of a redemption hurts my soul. Silver League challenge, so I'll be prepared. Yeah, that's a loss too. What's going on? Why am I incapable of victory today? Let's go again. Oh, you know what you're getting for this one. You absolutely know what you're getting for this one. It's knockout and close range. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be the greatest of fun. Yeah, there's not enough mana left though. Oh, I don't even know what creatures have stun in this league level. That's the other problem I'm going to face right now. Dang it. Well, as you said, Max, I better learn. What about this Splinter? What stuns are available? Oh, wow. These creatures also lost abilities. How amazing. They also lost abilities. That is a terrible idea. What about over here? I've already checked that. I still haven't picked a Splinter. I'm quite literally going through them one by one. I think that's probably going to be my best Splinter option. No, that's potentially ballsy, but I'm going to do it. who can be a tanky person. Really? Really? That's not even gonna work. Man, this is no fun. This is motivation for me to never drop down to Silver League if I've ever seen it before. Okay, let's see what happens. It took me a very long time to actually figure out what I wanted to do. Ideally, what I want to do is not lose. But sometimes that can't be helped. Okay. Why? Why? Why would we do this? So I didn't go La Macron. I think, yeah, Green Splinter was available. I could have gone La Macron. I could have gone Llama Cornelius. Instead, I was like, I know. I'll play with dragons and garbage and things that are meant to be dodging but haven't yet done any dodging. And a very unlucky looking dragon man who's gonna get absolutely wrecked by magic. But maybe he won't die because he could find some miraculous way to dodge things, but he did not. GG. Very GG. So at this point, I'm very seriously considering sponsoring another person to play with my cards. I have not done this badly at the start of a season in probably, I don't know, a bajillion seasons. So consider this a formal invitation to put your proposal forward to me. What do I get out of this proposal? You know what you get out of this proposal? Delegation of all of my cards. Just make it worthwhile, and I'll probably say yes. I have no idea what the going rates are, what the arrangements are like, but this is me getting to the point where I'm like, you know what? I might have the tools, but my arms have been chopped off, my legs have been chopped off, my eyes have been taped over, and most importantly, my beard has been shaved away, and my knowledge is gone. Okay, we got healed out and unprotected. I'm gonna go full scorched earth with Jotun here. Yeah, Jotun, Grum. What other opportunity can we throw in? Just all of the opportunity. We want it to be a scattershot approach to victory. Caledon in the back line, and then who's a big hitter with range damage? Phyrexia General can do stuff because they will enrage everybody with their Inspire. Yeah, I am serious, Max, because I know I've got a very, very busy week, this week in particular, which means I won't have time to play for like half the season. And then I am going away over the Christmas break for several days. So it'll be interesting finding topics and content to stream about when I am not actively playing. I'll have to get very creative. Curse you, Dragon Jumper. Curse you, lack of speed. This whole thing's gonna just be me cursing my losses the whole stream. Oh man. Look at this Magnor go. I believe that's loss number 10 in a row. Is that 10 in a row? Yep. That's the 10th in a row. Beautiful. All right. Let's go. When silver. It's becoming a possibility. I think we're going to have to play Lux here. Let's silence summoners. Wait, it doesn't matter. Let's not play Lux. Yes, the anti-Lux. But I'm tempted to play Lux anyway, just to be like, yeah, look at me. I don't need to use all my mana to lose. Let's go with Ouster. Why? Because it doesn't matter. I'm going to lose anyway. Jin Murray is very nice. Oh, Kane Hayes, you can be great, but we need to make sure that we have opportunities. Is there no opportunities? There's opportunities. What about the Life Leech? Oh wait, I was going to bring Ancient Lich because Resurrect, but they don't have Resurrect at this league level. But you know what? They can come along anyway. They're perfectly welcome to have a good, fun, productive time in the team. Of course, they still play Lux Vega because what else would you play? You're going to be like, yeah, I got enough mana. Look at that team. I mean, look at my team. It's comprised of primarily legendary cards as well, but their team is just everything's a legendary, except for a card that is mistakenly marked as being a rare when it should in fact be a legendary. Demon Shark is a legendary that requires 115 cards to be combined together. Oh, this is suffering. This is misery and pain. I'm going to be going to gold 2 here within mere moments. Yep, absolutely destructified. All right. Well, I think we'll be seeing Lux Vega again. Let's go one better with the Biz Kitty itself. Going to want to go with blue because nerd here. Rinmancer Kai sounds like a good choice. Watch my opponent bring some sort of magic reflect or blast. No, they're not. They're gonna just go with speed, so I may as well troll with my favorite, the lovely Desert Dragon. Sure, Grenadier, you can come along. No, you can't actually. Stay home. Nobody likes you. That Happy is just going to be in danger no matter what I do here. Right, we're going to go with the double healers at the back, leaving them extraordinarily vulnerable. Okay, let's try and hit everything, which we're going to be able to actually do. Cursed Magic Reflect. Oh, the repair. Oh, and look at the name of the person that we're fighting. Kitty Meat. They are making kitty meat out of my Biz Kitty, aren't they? But hey, we got a kill. But guess what? It's resurrection time. Can Runemancer Kai like be ultimate tank here? I think the answer is yes. They have 3 heals on them. Oh, this is a great way to break the losing streak. This is an excellent way to break a losing streak. If only they brought an affliction. All right. Now accepting guesses on what Runemancer Kai's health is going to be by the end of the battle. I'm gonna wager 35 health by the end of the battle. Oh, the beautiful life leech. It's a shame Murdhampier is not growing, because the armor, he's busting down the armor before anything else goes down. So I said 35, Butop says 45, Max says 55. I think that's pretty ambitious. I think it's going to be more than 35 at this point. It's very RNG as to who gets over the mountain. Okay, it's 36. Might get to 40. It's going to get to 42. The meaning of life. No, just the 40. Just the 40 health. And yes, finally a win. I'm so glad I brought Brunman Sakai along. Oh, that was... I would have gotten undone with a simple affliction. Alright, it's now super sneak time. Which means... let's go with the most obnoxious thing we can possibly put together. We're going to go blue Splinter. And we're going to go with the Lurker and get destroyed by Giant Killer. I want to try and bring some sort of Giant Killer along. I can't find one. Rip. Never mind. In that case, Healer the first, Healer the second, Healer the third, Cleanse, lol, dodge. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is a bad team. Odds are it's probably going to win. It's a very horrendously bad team. I didn't bring an affliction. Oh dear. Well, at least we've got everything else that we need. Oh, no backfire. Should have brought a Quadus. Why didn't I bring a Quadus? Why are you already dead? What? So, we're halfway to gold 2. This is why Lurker is trash. You saw it right here. Right now. It was an absolute destruction. Alright. Reverser, speed, evens. 52 mana. What is it gonna be? I can't go with Bloodthirst, man. Can't go with Desert Dragon. Can't use Gauladon. Maybe Green Splinter. Maybe it's time for Lamacron. Just Lamacron. Nothing else. No, that would be foolish. The evens, though, kind of works out to be kind of okay, I guess. Maybe Oaken Behemoth is too quick. We'll find out. Oh, Goblin Psychic, yes. Absolutely. Welcome. Can't do 5 mana. Need 4 mana. Queen Mycelia. I don't really have any Amplify. Can I just play 2 Dr. Blight cards? That would be an interesting change to the game. Would you like to play more of one of the same card? And people just play 6 Dr. Blights? That could be hilarious. What am I gonna throw in? Still think Mycelia might be the choice. No, let's go with Parasitic Growth for some nice opportunistic times. Oh, great. Could they have picked a better counter? The only thing missing is the Silent Shavi to cripple the back line. Oh boy. At least we've got healing, I guess. It's going to take forever to kill this Dark Wand. But surprise, surprise, I've knocked out the Harklaw. I think Slipspawn, Infantry was one of the smartest decisions I made here. They've been very powerful. Oh, that's not good. Actually, no, that's slightly better. And now with reverse speed, I think I'm gonna win unopposed. What is this? What was that? What just happened? I don't understand. That felt unnatural. It's another win. It's 2 wins. Can I get another one in the next 13 minutes? I think maybe, possibly. Alright then. It's Silent Summoners. Beautiful. Let's go with a hope that they don't decide to run lots of Demoralize. Kron is going to come to this party. We've got the double trample rockin'. I feel as though I really do like Centauri Mage, but I think I'm going to like Sporcerer more for this battle. It's a card that's rarely used. And in fact, there's a threat. No, there's no threat of return fire here. Unless they play Centauri Mage. So in that case... Oh no, go away, Kron. You don't get to go. It's Runemancer Flore. Because Silent Summoners, then what can we do at the very back of the team? Let's go with Beatrix. Then we'll throw in this little here, Fungus Fiend as a sort of disruptor in the middle. And hope that we can score some trampling. Well, I'm very glad we went with the silence, and I'm very glad we brought that rust along, because it feels like we're going to require it. Man, that was bad. Thank goodness. Oh, but oh no, that Sudier Shaman with its giant killer. Most of my team is giants. This is super problematic. Alright, we need to get the hit in first. There it is. Now this feels really uncomfortable. That's 2 wins in a row. I think I managed to just cheese that by playing epics and legendaries exclusively. Perhaps that's what I should continue to do. Maybe. I've got 11 minutes to try and disprove my theory. A lot can happen in 11 minutes. A man's spirit can be broken. If you're a weak man, that is. Am I a weak man? Reverse speed and blast. Oh, it's time for Mr. Fancy Bloodlust Man, who is slow. Jarud Askar. Then we need Fancy. Please don't blast me in the face, people. A True Strike will be very valuable. A Blind will be very valuable. A maybe. Chaos Agent's just useless at that point. So who's the most useful? Gargoyle Scrapper. In fact, we'll do this. That way we give Jared Scar the best chance at life. Thankfully, they don't have snipe. Well, look at that. We gave Jared Scar the best chance at life. But he still died. And died horrifically he did. Okay. Time for another 9 losses in a row. With only 8 minutes left. What's with these low mana matches? It's odds again. So... Where is the 7 mana man? There's the 7 mana man. Nope. Yes. Yes. Can't play zeros. So... no. I was thinking I'll play a haiku, 757 or 575 or whatever a haiku is. But clearly I don't know Japanese poetry. Okay. Alright then. Could be interesting. Of course we get poisoned, they don't. We get a kill. We get that bloodlust pumping. I think we're good. I think we're very good. Because it's impossible for him to miss. Beautiful. Alright. Jared Scar, the key to getting back to Diamond League. Maybe. Possibly. We can't play him this match. Crap. Okay. What are we going to do instead? Fog of War, up close and personal. So... is it time for this kitty? Or it's time for Jotun? And just... oh, we don't have sneak because the rules set. Trapped. Forgotten One because retaliate. That because stuff. Really hope they don't bring thorns. What's other options that have demoralize? Actually, no. Why am I not doing dragon? Dragon. I want to say earth. Then bang, 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 bang. Look at all that extra attack. Isn't that beautiful? Now we just need to fit other things in that can attack from any position. Opportunities. That. And we'll use this as opportunity bait, and it has dodge. Maybe this will go well. I like the look of my team. It's full of legendaries and also a few epics. Looks like they had a similar idea to some extent. The poison. I mean, I also brought poison, but their poison. So annoying. Come on, get through it. Get through the pain. Nice little stun. Beautiful. There's the kill of truth and promise and glory. Oh, nice. Dodging. Beautiful. The RNG is being kind to me. What is this? What's not going to be kind to me is the fact that my next opportunity is going to do basically nothing. Just like that. Ah, the magic attacks. The Oaken Behemoth and the Long Tail. They did it. They combined their powers together. I mean, everyone did a good job here. Except for my opponent, because they're part of the everyone moniker. Not bad at all. Very, very good. Excellent. Alright, let's try and squeeze one more in. Be 3 in a row and I'll have no idea what's going on. Help. I don't like this rule set. It's return fire. And everybody has the poison. That's not a very kind rule set. Only people who have cleanse is blue. So that's a lot of cleanse. You know what? Maybe we just go just Diamond Dragon. Let's do it. Is this gonna work? I think this is gonna work. They don't have silence. They don't have heal. Why is this working? It shouldn't be working. I mean, it's not Lamacron, but is Camilla Diamond Dragon the new Lamacron? Please tell me what just happened. I don't understand what just happened. That was awesome. I need to go look at what Diamond Dragon is worth now, because I don't even know what edition they come out of. I think it's Untamed. Yeah, it's Untamed. I mean, for $115, was that worth it? I feel like that was worth it, because that's probably the most stunned I've been at a battle result in a very, very long time. Are you looking forward to doing such things in Battle Max? Channeling my brains? Using my monsters? Because I am going to message you on Discord after this. My time is nearly up here. It's been absolute horrific slog trying to not go backwards. I'm realizing that my brain is being defeated by the names that you see scrolling across your screen. Consider that the credits. And I'll be back again on Monday with more. Don't know what more, but something more. Enjoy your existence. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you soon. Cheers.